Good afternoon. The court will take up the next case on the court's docket. This is cause number C200107 CPS. It's in the interest of Jalen Stevens Buchanan and child. The case is set for a bench trial today. The trial is being conducted pursuant to emergency orders of the Texas Supreme Court via Zoom video conference. The department is participating in the hearing today through caseworker Cruz Serna. And let's see. And that's it on behalf of the department's caseworkers and regional attorney Samantha Jordan. The mother of the child is Kimberly Buchanan, who was personally served with citation notice of suit on July 15, 2020. I don't believe she is currently participating in the hearing today. Ty Grote is her attorney ad litem, and Mr. Grote is participating in the hearing. The alleged father of the child is Mark Hollis Rearson, who was cited by publication through posting on July 16, 2020, and also on April 14, 2021. Mr. Rearson is not currently participating in the hearing today. Todd Simons has been appointed as his attorney ad litem and also as the attorney ad litem for an unknown father who was cited by publication through posting on July 16, 2020. Mr. Simons is present. Madeline Smith is the attorney ad litem for the child, and Ms. Smith is participating in the hearing today. The CASA guardian ad litem representatives for the child are Camelia Cruz and Cassie Roberts, both of whom are participating in the hearing today. The current caregivers for the child are Kayla and Michael Matthews, and both of them, I believe, are participating in the hearing today. See, I think that's everybody I have on my screen. I do see on my screen under the designation BWD Zoom. Ma'am, if you could identify yourself in court, please.
Yeah, I'm Yvonne Velasquez with the World for Children. It's the foster care agency.
Okay. And I'm sorry, would you tell me your name again, please?
Yvonne Velasquez. I'll put it in my box as well.
Okay. Thank you.
You're welcome.
All right. If I didn't say so earlier, the child that is the subject of this suit is excused from participating in the trial today. As I noted, this case is set for a bench trial today. Ms. Jordan, is the department ready to proceed?
Your Honor, we're not ready to proceed today. We received notice this morning that the mother has named a new alleged father in the case. We have not been able to today get an affidavit and an amended petition on file with the court, but we're not ready to proceed with trial today for that reason.
All right. So the department, as I understand it, is requesting a continuance of the trial. I would note that the current dismissal date of the case is July 19, 2021. If we continue the trial, I think that's going to necessitate an extension of the dismissal date. Is the department requesting the court extend the dismissal date as well?
Yes, Your Honor, we are requesting an extension in this case.
All right, thank you. And Mr. Grote, you have a position on the motion for continuance and the motion to extend?
Yes, Judge, I would join the motion. I spoke to my client this morning. It was the first conversation I have had with her since January. I've had some on and off contact with her, mostly by text message. This is the first phone conversation I've had with her since January 19th. When we spoke on the phone this morning, she did notify me that she asked if she could have Mr. Thompson DNA tested as a possible father, and so I notified the department. Here we are.
And just for the record, Ms. Jordan, who is the alleged father that's been identified now?
It is A.L. Thompson.
A.L., like initials A.L.?
Yes, Your Honor, that's the only information we have at this point.
Okay, and you have a location for him at this point, or is that all the information you have?
So he may be with mom out of state, or he may be in Texas. A special investigator has located him on Facebook, or located someone with that name on Facebook. And the location of that Facebook profile says it's in Texas, but we're not sure where he is, Your Honor.
Okay, and I don't want to get into the evidence at this point, but has she indicated any other possible fathers?
Not to the department's knowledge.
Thank you. Mr. Groden, are you aware of any additional?
No, sir.
things?
Mr. Ryerson was the only other person that she named at the beginning of the case. I had sort of suspected that Mr. Thompson might be an alleged father just because she is currently dating him. She is, and I believe she is currently living with him in South Carolina.
And I would note for the record, we're just a minute in the courtroom, somebody participating by phone, there's area code 432's last three digits 719. If you were on that phone, could you identify yourself for the court, please?
Judge, I believe that might be mom. I did send her the Zoom link this morning.
Okay, Ms. Buchanan, if you're on area code phone number area code 432 last three digits 719, could you identify yourself, please?
Yes.
Is this Kimberly Buchanan?
Yes.
Okay, thank you. Mr. Grow, did you need any time to visit with her?
Please, Judge. Just
Okay.
about 5 minutes would be plenty.
Okay, and I will just tell you for the record, and so for your information, when she comes back in, I expect the department to ask her if there's anybody else that could be potentially the father as well. If we're going to extend this case, I want to make sure we got everybody involved.
Yes, sir.
But I'll give you 5 minutes. It's 3:10 now. I'll bring you back in at 3:15. Ms. Buchanan, I'm going to send an invitation to you, Mr. Grote, to go into a separate breakout room. Y'all can confer briefly before we resume the hearing. You'll stand by. You'll need to click on that link to go in once you get that. Thank you. All right, I'm sending that link to you now. If you'll click on that link and go in there, I'll bring you back in just a few minutes. All right, we'll take a short recess. So the rest of you just stand by for a few minutes. We'll resume the hearing just shortly. Thank you. Ms. Drake, I'm going to bring them back in now. I'm going to go back on the record and cause number C200107 CPS. All parties and counsel briefly present remain present in the courtroom. All right, Mr. Grote, anything in addition you need to add relating to the motion for continuance and extension?
No, sir. That was the only other name that she would have for a potential alleged father.
Okay, well, I'm going to have her sworn in a minute, and we'll put that on the record. Mr. Simons, any objections to the motion for extension and continuance?
No objection.
Ms. Smith?
Your Honor, while I don't believe it's in the child's best interest for this to drag on any longer, I don't believe there's anything we can do to avoid this situation, Your Honor, so I don't take any position.
Okay. Thank you. All right, thank you, Ms. Buchanan. I need you to raise your right hand, please. And I need you to unmute your phone, please, if you could. You solemnly swear or affirm any testimony you give today before the court will be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God. Ms. Buchanan, are you able to hear me? I'll stand by for just a second.
Can you hear me now?
Yes, ma'am. I need you to raise your right hand, please. Can you solemnly swear or affirm any testimony you give today before the court will be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God?
Yes.
And will you state your name for the record, please?
Kimberly Buchanan.
Okay, and you are the mother of the child, Jalen Stevens Buchanan. Is that right?
Yes.
And Ms. Jordan, do you have any questions you want to ask her regarding paternity issues?
Yes, Your Honor, thank you. Ms. Buchanan, you have named A.L. Thompson as an alleged father in this case. Is that correct?
Yes.
Okay, and do the letters A.L. stand for something?
No, I don't think so.
Okay. Do you know Mr. Thompson's address?
The same as mine.
Okay, what is your address?
355 O. Henry's Lane, Seneca, South Carolina.
Okay, and do you know Mr. Thompson's date of birth?
No, not right off the bat.
Okay, do you know a year?
He's 42, so I think 1979 or something like that.
Okay.
I'm not sure.
Okay. And are there any other possible fathers for Jalen?
No.
Okay. That's all I have, Your Honor. I will pass the witness.
Mr. Grote, any questions on that issue?
Yes, Ms. Buchanan, do you know the zip code for Seneca, South Carolina?
No.
Okay. If I told you it was 29672, does that sound correct, or would you even know?
I think it might. I'm not sure.
All right. I believe that's all I have. Judge, I did pull that up on the internet. I believe that's the zip code for Seneca, South Carolina.
And what was that, Mr. Grote?
29672, and the Seneca is SENECA.
Okay. Thank you. All right. Ms. Smith, do you have any questions for Ms. Buchanan?
I do not, Your Honor.
Ms. Buchanan, the pleadings also identified another gentleman by the name of Mark Hollis Rearson as a potential father. Is it your testimony he could be a father as well?
Yes.
And it's your testimony that the father of this child would either be Mr. Rearson or Mr. Thompson, and there's no other possible fathers.
Yes,
Thank you.
just them.
All right. Thank you. All right. Anything else for the court rules on the motions for today?
No, sir.
All right. The court is going to find good and sufficient cause to grant the motion for continuance. The court will further find that extraordinary circumstances exist that necessitate the department continuing as temporary managing conservator of the child and continuing the child, and it's in the best interest of the child to remain in the temporary managing conservatorship of the department, or the court to extend its jurisdiction over the case pursuant to emergency orders of the Texas Supreme Court. Actually, let's see, let me look. Actually, I'm not even going to do it based on the Supreme Court's order. I believe under this case has not been previously extended, so the court will extend the dismissal date for this case, section 263.401 of the Texas Family Code. And that'll extend the dismissal date for 180 days from the current dismissal date of July 19, 2021. Court will vacate the trial that's set today and reset the trial for a later date, and I'll be setting a permanency hearing and pretrial to check on the status of the case. That'll probably be in August of this year. Ms. Buchanan, I'm required to notify any parent in this type of case that because of the nature of these proceedings, your parental custodial rights and duties to your child may be subject to restriction or even termination. In your progress, any court orders or plan of service will be reviewed at future hearings in this case, including at the trial. It's going to be very important for you to stay in contact with Mr. Grode and the department. You still are under court orders to participate in services as ordered by the court, so I'd encourage you to get with Mr. Grode and the department to address whatever those services may be as it relates to you and this child if you wish to preserve your rights. My understanding is the department's permanency plan at this point is for to request at the time of trial your parental rights to this child to be terminated, so the child can be placed for adoption. Whether that would occur or not would depend on what the facts and evidence are at the time of trial. A permanency plan is simply a statement by the department that if the facts exist as they do today at the time of trial, that's what they would be asking for. So it should put you on notice. That is a potential request the department may have at the time of trial. Again, whether or not that would be granted would depend on what the evidence and facts are. You still have an opportunity to work on your services, so I encourage you to do so. All right, unless there's anything else, we'll be adjourned.